What's happening, everybody? I got another DNF pre-release video for you. Surprise, surprise. This one's going to be centered around the Rangers, and well, really is more than just the Rangers, I guess you could say, because the mages are similar as well. But I want to focus on the Rangers because they have the exact same advancements, actually. Now, they are different. They are very different. No two advancements in DNF are the same. So let's start with the Ranger. The Ranger is one that we already have in DNF Duel, already confirmed. So let's take a look. Very familiar. He's pointing the guns and shooting. He's doing that move that was in the beta. All those moves actually, and yeah, he's focused on shooting, and this is his main thing. Of course, he's the Ranger. We don't need to see the entire video. You pretty much get the point. He's just going to go on like this for a while. He's going to shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. But then again, we have the female Ranger, who is completely different. I think I mentioned a little bit of this in another video before, where she's completely different. She uses chains. Oh, the music is on. She's using chains along with shooting. Yeah, so really she can fight close range, and she could fight from far away. Pretty interesting. I think I might try her out at some point in DNF. As you can see, she's just swinging these blades, which look like commas. That is comma, Kama. I believe that's how you spell comma, the weapon. And she's shooting as well. Do you think that this is a style that can make it onto DNF Duel? Do you think they really want a lot of diversity, or do you think that they're fine with this being like an alternative? She is a zoner type, just like the regular Ranger, and yeah, she has some close moves as well. The only thing I worry about really is she could actually outclass him really if they both have the same firing moves. But DNF Duel really peels back a lot of the move sets. DNF Duel really peels them back, so they leave a lot to be desired, which they can probably add more moves in the update. I was a little bit confused on how they would do it, but I think I have a pretty good idea. They have quarter circle back, quarter circle forward, and DP motions for the MS moves. There's still the 2-2 motion, which is down, down, and they also could do half circle forward, half circle back, and they do not have special attack or special button motions. Special button. They don't have your prototypical special moves for the special button, so that could change. Maybe they might add quarter circle forward S. Who knows? But let's take a look at the launcher. I don't know how the launchers are different. So I do know that I do play with the regular launcher, or not the regular launcher. I play with the launcher, the female launcher, and I have not played with the male yet. I don't recognize a lot of these, but maybe a lot of this might mean something to somebody. Maybe when we look at the launcher, the female launcher, maybe it'll be completely different. Man, these supers are insane. That would be dope as like his super. Now let's take a look at the female launcher. I'm trying to be as as little of an annoyance as possible with these guys, because I know there's a lot of things I could talk about with DNF that I find interesting, and a lot of people might not find it interesting necessarily, but I think that this game is pretty interesting. I think the concept that we can get so much stuff is interesting, and already I'm seeing a bunch of stuff that I didn't see with the male launcher, and really it just seems like they're going to have what's specific to them if they would add them in there. But is it enough? I think it's enough personally, just by witnessing it so far. But I've had some crazy takes before, not everybody agrees with me. That's cool. See, what did he do? He shot a missile and then he shot it with a laser, but she has all this stuff on her. That's another thing. I really hope that they add costumes for these characters, because they're really cool. Do we want to look at the mechanics? Let's look at the mechanics. There's a Neo mechanic. In case you're wondering, yeah, some of the characters in DNF Duel do have moves from their Neo, or not Neo, at least their second advancement. I don't know about Neo. Okay. So mechanic, this is what we're going to be looking forward to, by the way. um, for the next couple trailers. We're going to be looking forward to a mechanic. Not the male mechanic, but the female mechanic. The female mechanic is who is practically confirmed right now. Because that's who we saw in the last trailer that I, screamed in your ears about. Set play, shocking, la-di-da. Wow. She seems a lot different from the male mechanic in the fact that she's just setting up so many traps that shoot electricity and like lasers around her. Somebody told me about the female mechanic in the comments before, but it's been a while, so forgive me if I forgot. Yeah, this is really interesting. But this is the Neo mechanic, so take this with a grain of salt. You might not see a lot of this, at least in the very beginning. Check out the Spitfire. There's a new class called Assault for the male. So, who knows? We might see Assault in here. I don't really necessarily understand Spitfire. Like, he does a combination of what all the other ones do. Like, he calls in attacks like the mechanic would. But also, he shoots his gun a lot like the Ranger does. I sound confused. I understand it, but this is one of those where it's like, I don't know if this really needed to be another. You know what I mean? That if it really needed to be another advancement. But Spitfire, that is male Spitfire. Really interesting. Just call up a bunch of people. Really cool. And the last one I'm going to show you today is the female Spitfire. What does she do? Oh, she flies. Yeah, we're going to have a ball with that. Now, I want the female launcher because I think the female launcher's arsenal is really cool, but I would not be opposed to, having the the female Spitfire. She looks like she'd be mad annoying. Look at that. That's OD. She's not going to stay in the air like that, obviously, in the actual fighting game, but boy, she's really staying up there and shooting the hell out of everything, isn't she? We're already at the special. That is cool. I will admit that is cool. I'm swayed. I want the female Spitfire and I want the female launcher, but odds are, well, I don't even want to say what the odds are. I'm still on the fence of, are we actually going to get one advancement from each class except for like a couple where we're going to have an extra advancement, or are we going to have two advancements starting out? Because don't forget, we have Ghostblade, which is a male variant of a male variant. It is another male Slayer because we already have Berserker, and we're getting, I believe his name was it Desperado, which is a variant of the Agent class. So, I think if we started the game off with, how many would that be if it was 2 per current class? So that would be 28. That'd be 28 characters. 28 characters starting out ain't bad, and it leaves a lot of room to add DLC. And, given how simplistic, I don't want to say simplistic, given how easy and palatable, let's just say palatable. Given how palatable the combo system is, and how things seem to come together, I can see them adding the entire roster with all the advancements eventually. But what do you guys think? Do you think they're going to keep the classes that are this similar, where they're basically the same? Because again, really quickly, I'm not going to show you these ones specifically, but with Mage, and we gotta make a video about the mages soon because we need to do a poll or something. We have the Elementalist Mage, right, the female mage, and we have the Elemental Bomber male mage. Those two, I imagine, are similar in theme, but they probably don't play the same at all. I think that's where the similarities actually end, really. Unless you want to count the fact that Blood Mage uses a spear and Battle Mage uses a spear or a pole, but they're nothing alike. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let's get some hashtag DNF Duel going, guys. Let's get some hype around this game. I want this game to do well, and I want this game to be supported so we can get DLC and so we can get more fighting games out there and more known so people can get into them and we can have a even bigger community and less of an assholish community, because I noticed a lot of people in they come from DFO, they seem pretty chill. A couple people from the FGC are assholes, but I think we're working on it or trying. But hit me up for the last time. I'll check you later.